The iterative analysis and design workflow has been enhanced so that material specifications and plies have traceability from the finite element model throughout the design process. We just exported the plies from a finite element model and are going to import them as overlay zones into FiberSIM. Overlay zones provide flexibility in terms of the design process. So we can take a look at the analysis plies, and I'm going to then generate a temporary overlay zone based on that data. And the reason we create temporary ones is that there may need to be a refinement of the boundary from analysis in the design space. Since we don't have that in this particular case, I'm going to generate the final overlay zones used for design. And if I open one of these overlay zones and look at the material specs, there is a tie to the analysis component itself. And that's true for both of these overlay zones. There's already been a default offset specification and stagger profile for transitioning to thicker to thinner regions. I'm going to generate the final layer shapes. We'll take a look at those. And if I look at the details tab for these layers, you'll notice again a tie to the analysis component. Traceability throughout the process. I'm going to generate the final plies, which are where we run manufacturing producibility, and highlight those, but you'll notice that the ply name takes on the name from the analysis ply. So let's go through an iteration. I had a change that happened in the finite element model. There was an addition of 2 more plies, and so we need to go through and update the detailed design with that information. So there's ply 8 and 9, again reinforcements at the nose of this part. I'm going to create a temporary overlay zone. In case again there needs to be curve refinement. In this case I'm not going to refine the curve, I'm just going to create the overlay zone. But you'll notice that it says that it's out of date, which means I need to run zone to layer analysis again to get my final layer shapes. And again, you'll notice that for layer 8 and 9, I have the analysis component. I'm going to generate my final plies again, and those plies then take on the name from the analysis component as well.